Hello Internet, this is the Cow Says Moo. Welcome back. You're watching The Exploits of Cowgamel, Episode 6, a Let's Play Minecraft 1.2.3 with a whole bunch of mods. This episode, as promised, I'm going to be building my little central sorting machine. There's quite a bit to it, so I've done some stuff ahead of time. I also went mining between episodes and collected quite a bit of materials, including up over a stack of diamonds. So there's a lot to do, so I'm just going to go ahead and get started. As you can see, I've collected up my transmutation tablet and crafting bench, and I've moved them over here to where I'm going to build the sorting room, which is in the area I said that I thought that I'd do it before, just right around the corner here. I do sorting rooms possibly a little different from some people. I tend to hide them somewhere. Don't do really a whole lot of sorting and just set up some teleport pipes and do a request. But the first step of doing that is finding a good location where to build it. So I've come down here and set up this room already. I've got nice basalt brick blocks for the floor and marble blocks for the ceiling, and just set up some torches with a little decoration. I don't intend to come back here much, but still, I like to keep things kind of pretty. And as I said, I've got a few things prepared already, and I made this little room so we can finish up the rest of it. One of the things I'm going to need, since I'm making thermopiles, is blue doped wafers, so I'm going to go ahead and get those cooking here. Blue doped wafers require silicon, which I have a boule already, but I haven't cut up yet, so we'll get that cut up. And I've got probably 3 thermopiles, so we'll get those started here. As you can see, thermopile requires a blue alloy ingot and blue doped wafers, and what it does is it makes bluetricity from differences in heat. So if you put lava and water around it, it will create a little bit of bluetricity based on that heat differential. I think the first thing I'm going to construct is my timer, because it takes up 5 slots in my inventory right now, and I want to free up the space. So I've already prepared the little pieces for it, but we'll get that assembled. I'll assume you know what a timer is, but we'll get to it eventually. So I won't describe it right now, but as I put it in, I'm sure I'll say something about it. So I've got my timer. I will also need some battery boxes and some block breakers. So let's go ahead and get those block breakers made too, because they're taking up quite a bit of inventory space. Block breakers, just a pickaxe on top. Iron pickaxe, and it has to be completely undamaged. Oh, and it looks like I took my cobblestone out of my inventory already. Let's grab that again. There we go. So what I do with the sorting room is I set up kind of a central engine and then build everything else around that engine. So the second step of my process after getting a room ready is to set up this engine that I'm putting in the middle. And in this case, it's going to be a bluetricity generator and a cobblestone generator. Typically, like in previous versions where I played with the Technic pack, I also have Industrial Craft 2, so it's also got a couple water mills and stuff set up, but in this case I won't need those. So I've got the block breakers and I've got the timer, so let's make the battery boxes next, I guess. I think I'm going to have 3. I don't really know how many I need. I've never used bluetricity for the engine, or for the furnace before, so I'm not entirely sure how much energy I'm going to need for that, but I'm going to try with just 3 to begin with, and we'll see how that works. man. Horrible. Need wooden planks. There we go. Okay, one last try. 1, 2, 3. Cool. 3 battery boxes, 3 block breakers, a timer. Let's go ahead and get those thermopiles. I'll need at least copper, I know. I got plenty of that. What else do I need? Oh, there are 2 blue doped wafers each, so I'm going to need to make a couple more of those. There we go. I'll just let those cook up real quick and make sure I've got everything else I need. Copper, iron, and blue alloy ingots. Do I have iron on me? I do. Okay. I guess while I'm at that, I can make up my redstone, or red alloy wire. That's actually probably enough. And I will definitely need some pneumatic tubes. That'll work. I don't think I need brass for the rest of this for right now anyway. There's 3. I'm also going to want some redstone tubes. Let's make a few of those. Alright, so I've got pneumatic and redstone tubes. I've got red alloy wire. I'm going to need some blue electric cable. Blue something, whatever they're called. Blue alloy cable, I think, actually. Or wire. Actually, that's probably plenty. I don't think I'll need that wool until we get to the next step. And now let's make those thermopiles, since I think I've got everything. Alright, 3 thermopiles, 3 battery boxes, 3 block breakers. I've got my screwdriver ready. I've got pneumatic tubes and redstone tubes. I'm probably going to need some jacketed cable. So let's make a couple of those. I've got a lever. I've got water and lava. Okay, cool. I think this is good to go. And I set this block up here as kind of my cornerstone. So I'll just start building off of that first. So what I'm doing is making this central engine that will have that I'll be using to create a bluetricity and also a cobblestone generator. And it'll all work just off of a timer and some thermopiles, lava, water, etc. Alright, so let's just build this up a little bit. Lava will go here. Thermopiles will go there. Brick breakers will go underneath them. So I think I'll go ahead and add those brick breakers, block breakers, whatever they're called. 1, 2, 3 of those. Thermopiles will be on top of those. Battery boxes will come down this side, I think. Yeah, we'll do that. That looks pretty good, I guess. Is that gonna work? Yeah, that looks good. Gonna need a way to get up here. I think I made some ladders. I did. A couple ladders. My timer is going to go down here in this corner, so let's go ahead and put a switch there. And that'll just be the main power for this. Lava's going to flow down here, meet water that's flowing down from the top of the thermopiles in. So I think I actually want to cap the bottom. Come on. There we go. There we go. And let's go ahead and just cover these up for right now. Then I can put that lava in. And I deliberately didn't put something on the bottom there. When I'm working, I always run into the ladder and start climbing up the stupid thing. So I deliberately don't put it on the bottom block, so I have to deliberately jump to get up to the top. Let's get my lava buckets. And I could probably do this with just one bucket, but I like it all nice and level, even though I'll never come back and look at it again. Maybe I've got a bit of OCD. Alrighty. In fact, I'm going to cover this up completely, but whatever. Alrighty. I'm going to need to make a space here for the water to fall into so it doesn't flood anything. And since I want everything to look pretty, I may as well... looks like a bit of a cave down there. I will use my basalt blocks. Before I do that though, let's go ahead and get my tubes underneath these breakers. These tubes will have to be redstone because I'm not going to want to run cabling to them with all this water and lava around. So there we go. Actually, let's put that back for right now. The water will flow down off of the top of the thermopile, down the side of the thermopile, covering two sides. Still a fairly inefficient thermopile. They work better if you surround more sides of them with water. But I think it'll be good enough for what I'm doing here. I hope so. Like I said, I haven't used blue electric furnaces to do my cooking before, so I'm not sure how much energy they use, but we'll make it work. I'm just going to put these on the front here so as not to obstruct my space quite as much. And then I think I can put the water in and let those bad boys get started charging, because they do definitely take a while to charge. Oops. That's it, cow. Just fall right off of there. Put a temporary block here and a temporary one over there. And get my water out. Alright, so those thermopiles should be started charging now. And you won't really be able to tell yet. I can take these down, because the water's going to fall down the little space right there, rather than trying to overflow the sides. Alright, yeah, that looks like a good start. And it's slowly charging. Perfect. Okay, so I've got the Bluetricity generator started. So now I want to do the rest of the block breakers, which need a timer, and that timer is going to go down here. So I'm going to have to dig my way down a little bit. Put the timer directly under this switch right here. Alrighty. Timer. And I obviously don't want it like that because the lever's not turning it off. So let's go ahead and face it like that. And now we got to connect it to this, so we'll throw a red alloy wire there and a basalt jacketed wire. And that'll connect it to there. And now if we turn it on, these will get power. Those will break the cobblestone above it and send it running down the tube, which is perfect. I'm also going to be putting devices over here that are going to need that redstone signal or pulse. So I think that I'm going to break this and break this. Something like this here. Let's see if I run it like this. Yeah, that'll work. And then we'll just run this back over here. So I can use that pulse signal. And then these, I'll need to be able to get Bluetricity off of them. So we'll see where I exactly place it. See, normally I have a red power and the IC2 combination water mill right here, so I've got 3 or 6 or however many I need water mills, and they're powering a couple other things. But it's the first time I've done it without those. I think that'll work. That looks pretty good. That went pretty quick too. So this Bluetricity stuff is charging. I guess I should test this and make sure I've got that set up right. Let's go ahead and turn that back on. I think blocks are breaking, but they don't have anywhere to go. Let's... Why are those not breaking? Looks like they're getting a signal. Are they connected right? Yeah, looks like it. What's going on with those blocks? I can't tell what's wrong with those blocks. Are the block breakers? They should be. They're definitely all getting that redstone pulse, and that's all they need. They're face up. Yeah, they're facing the right way. Well, I'll take a look at those off camera and see if I can't figure out what the heck's up with them. But otherwise, it looks like the system's working. I'm getting my pulse out there. I'm getting my pulse into them. So all I have to do now is just wait for the Bluetricity to charge up, which will take a while, and figure out what the heck's up with these guys. But I'll take a look at them off camera, and these are going to take quite a while to charge, so I'll probably just take a quick break for lunch, leave this running, and let those charge up a bit, and then we'll come back and set up the red power machinery that makes the sorting machine work. So I've got a sorter, the blue electric furnace, and a couple filters, and then a bunch of alchemy chests over here that they're sorting into. So for the time being, I'm going to pause and let that charge and figure this thing out, and I'll see you in a while. Hey guys, I'm back real quick. Just wanted to show you what was up with the block breakers. Apparently they just wanted something to go into, so I extended my tubes a little bit and put a chest here, and it seems to be working fine now. So when I flip the switch, I get a pulse out the signal here, and my block breakers get a pulse through the redstone tubes, and they break the bricks, and they all come in here into the chest. So it seems to be working now. So now all I'm just waiting for is the bluetricity to charge up just a little bit before I get on to the next ones. Alrighty, see you in a few. Alright everyone, I'm back, ready to set up the rest of the Red Power 2 machinery and all the tubes and chests and stuff that this sorting machine will actually be using to do some real sorting. As you can see, my bat boxes are starting to charge a bit. They're fully powered and actually starting to store some extra energy. I've also cleaned up the place just a little bit, added a sign to my power switch, and just a little way to get down to this wiring and cabling down here if I need to. So let's just go ahead and get to the rest of the machinery that I need to make. I'll need a sorting machine, a blue electric furnace, probably a couple filters, and then a whole bunch of alchemy chests. So let's make those alchemy chests first. I think I'm going to need probably 20 of them or so. I got plenty of diamonds, so that's not a problem. I also whipped up some covalent dust while I was waiting. So we should be good to go. No guessing this time. I'm just going to put the recipe into... Oh, damn it. But I did forget to make all my stupid chests. Way to go. Let's see what I got. Do I have extra wood? I certainly do. Okay, so chests. Oh, I know what a chest is, but that's okay. I'll need 20 of these. Hear a skeleton out there, and it sounds like it's raining cats and dogs upstairs. Even more. Seven more. Not quite enough. Naturally. Sorry about this little delay. I should have double-checked and made sure I had what I needed. Alrighty. Put that wood back up in there. And, alchemy chest now. Okay. Chests, diamonds, smooth stone, iron, covalents, 20 alchemy chests, perfect. I'm going to throw this covalent dust up here because I don't think I'm going to need it. Next I'm going to need probably 3 filters, because I'm going to need 1 for the sorting machine, and 2 others, 1 to pull from my initial chest and 1 to pull from my blue electric furnace. So let's make 3 filters. Let's see what I got here. Red doped wafers, I think I started some of those. I did. See, it wasn't totally a failure. And I even got my gold ready. Did I get my cobblestone? I did. And pistons. Alright, 3 filters. One of them I'll need to make into a sorting machine. There we go. I'll need some paints. I think 3 colors is going to be enough for what all I'm doing, at least for right now. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, and get 3 different paint cans. Get rid of the extra tin plates, and of course I'll need 3 brushes for that. So 3 brushes and 3 paint cans. Do I have any colors on me? I got a rose, got cactus, and I've got bone meal. Perfect. That'll work. Let's cook up that cactus and get some cactus green. And I've got my flax seeds. So there's green paint. Oh, I need to turn that into rose. There we go. Red paint. And white paint. We'll ditch my flax seeds and that. I don't need that either. Alrighty, I've got tubes. That'll get me started anyway. So I place this chest where I think I'm gonna want it. So the chest will go there, and then I will need a filter to pull objects out of the chest. And I need the screwdriver, turn that business around. I want it going this way. Then I'm gonna have some tube, and then the sorting machine. Yeah, and I think I'm going to put 2 there just to make sure it works. Sometimes I've had problems with this initial space if they're just 1 tube away from each other, so I put 2 there just to make sure. And I think the easiest way to get those pulsed is to use a redstone tube. So I will put a redstone tube here between them. That way both of them pulse. This one will need bluetricity, but we'll get to all that stuff later. And then I'm going to have a tube coming out of that, and it'll come back here. Part of it will go to the blue electric furnace, which I haven't made yet. I'll need that. And part of it will just run down to the chests. Yeah, that'll work. So let's make the blue electric furnace here. Clay blocks, really? I don't think I have any clay blocks. I don't think I have any clay left. I think I turned all my bricks into that. So let's see what I can get out of it here. I don't even know how much clay costs off the top of my head. Gold's obviously way too expensive. Maybe it costs about the same as copper. Yeah, perfect. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, clay blocks. Look at this again here. Clay blocks, iron, and blue alloy ingot. Perfect. I think I can do that now. Blue electric furnace. Perfect. Get rid of this clay. And now we'll go place this thing. I think I remember that this furnace, you have to put things into it from the side. So we'll try placing it this way and see what happens. Not 100% certain though, we may have to turn that thing around. And then filter on this side, and turn that around. That filter will need a pulse. So we'll redstone tube it once. And then pneumatic tube. Oops. Alright, so these things are going to come down here. And then I got plenty of room here for chests. Yeah, I got plenty of room. So let's start putting down a few chests and decide where I want them exactly. I think I'll give myself just that much room there. So chests like this, and chests like this. And then a couple more on this side. Yeah, that's perfect. And I'll place more chests as I figure out exactly where I'm putting them. These tubes at this point I'm going to put down into the ground because I want the red power tubes going into the bottom of them. They don't need to, but I'm going to also add Buildcraft tubes to these, so I just want enough room to not be running into each other too much. And I'll go through and clean up, well actually I don't need to clean up the floor because I'll have panels covering those up. And then these over here are going to be special items that I am farming in one incarnation or another, like cobblestone from quarries, tree farms, that sort of thing. So that's why I've got these separate, and they will be overflowing into, I guess in this game, a AMR, because I don't have a recycler, obviously, since I'm not playing industrial craft in this one. So these will come out here. Looks like I might be just a little bit short on pneumatic tubes, but I've got more brass, so I'll whip that up in a bit. Alrighty, and then overflow will come out here a couple squares and hit an AMR, antimatter relay. Perfect. That looks good, and looks like I've got room for a couple more chests here, and if I want to add panels, a couple more up there, that'll be awesome. And I've got 6 left, I think. Oh, perfect. I'll go ahead and do that then. I do need to make some more tubes though, so let's make those real quick. Brass, and I have glass, I think, too, somewhere. I do. Awesome. That should do it. Let's make a couple more just to make sure. I'll use them anyway. That'll work. Inventory is already tight. Throw stuff back into the bag. Well, that's good enough for right now. Let's just make sure I can get everything working here first. So let's dig down, get these guys the power they need. So So the only things over here that are going to need bluetricity is that sorting machine and this furnace. So that's easy enough. And what's going to need in a redstone pulse will be the two filters and the sorting machine. And these two I'll take care of at the same time since I've got that running there, so that's not too bad either. Sorry, taking a look here, trying to figure out how I want to lay this out. Let's go with electricity. Go, and if we check you, you should be pulling the charge. Awesome. And then this one as well. Guess I could just pull it off of there and then run my redstone behind. Yeah, let's do it that way. Okay, there's that. This one will need a jacketed wire to connect to that tube. And then red alloy. Come up here and go through it, and that'll pulse it. And then we'll come back over here. Oh, and we've got to get to that filter. I guess we'll just go underneath the bluetricity. That's fine. We'll come all the way to the edge here and just go under it. There we go. Need a way to get down to it though. There we go. And then on the other side of this, oh, I'm stuck. Just come right up this side right here, I guess. Since I got a zombie at the door, let me go take care of that. Oh, not this door though. Must be somewhere else. Yeah, we'll take care of him in a bit then. Let him bash down the door then. If it's not this one, I don't care. Keep running this red cable. Let's go the back way. There we go. What door he's banging on? That's obnoxious. Alright, so I've got blue going there. Blue going there. Pulse going to both of those, and pulse going there. So if I were to turn it on now, I should see everything at least trying to work. Yep, awesome. Okay, so I'm gonna pulling things out of this chest. They're not gonna need a color. That's really loud and obnoxious. I'm gonna go kill him. Sorry, guys. Where are you? Let's go find us a zombie. Not there. Got this door? Yes. Gotta get my XP bubbles. Stupid zombie. I picked up some sugarcane. Alright, well, that was a terribly exciting distraction there. Let's go back and finish this sorter. Looks like it's just about done. I just have to sign my colors and paint the tubes, and it should be good to go. It's pretty simple. I don't do any overly complicated sorting. Let's see, I've got green, red, and white. So let's make white be the default stuff, the normal stuff. Red will be the stuff that needs to be cooked, which will be ores and food. And I'll just set up a couple rows of this. And green will be stuff that I'm farming. That's a pretty dark green, not that light one. Let's go backwards. It looks like it's shorter. Yeah. Cool. And then, so red was going to be cooked, so that'll have to be this one over here. So that'll be this one. White was my default. So that'll be this one. And make sure I got that covered. Yeah, I've got that, okay. Green will be this one over here, which is the stuff that I'm farming. Obviously I'm not farming anything yet, but I will be. And that will go right here. Looks good. Anything that comes out of this filter will need a color, and it will just be white because obviously if it needed to be cooked, it's not being farmed in that state. So now I think I'm ready to go. Pretty painless. I've still got plenty of energy there. We'll just need to tell this what needs to be cooked, which is a bunch of ores and that sort of thing. A copper ore, that'll need to be cooked. Gold ore, that'll need to be cooked. I don't have any food at this point, so that'll do. But we can test with those two anyway. Copper. Gold. Things that I will probably be farming will include cobblestone, sand if I ever do a tree farm, dirt from a quarry, marble from a quarry, wood from a tree farm, so we'll throw those in there. So tree farm, quarry, 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 no, quarry, gravel might come from a quarry too, so we'll put some of that in there. I think that'll work. We'll put a couple of these items over here in this chest. You aren't on any list. You're on one. You're on one. I'll keep that for right now. There we go. That should work for a test, and everything should be powered and ready to go. So let's give it a shot and see what happens. Paintbrush. It's white, so it'll come into one of these chests over here. A couple greens, those will go back to my farms. That ore there is getting cooked. Awesome. And then it'll get plucked out by that filter, and it'll go white and end up going to these. Looks great. Looks like it's working fine. I've got all three of my bases covered. I obviously need to teach the sorter a few more items. I'll probably put a sapling over here in the farm and all the other ores and then raw foods. But otherwise it looks pretty good. So let's go ahead and turn it off and hook up this cobblestone generator too. So one of these, well, alright, let's eat since I just happened to notice I'm kind of hungry. So these four over here are going to be farmed items, so that'll be stuff that I'm going to get just a ton of, and I don't want them to flood my other chests. So what will I be getting that I'll want a bunch of? Let's go with wood. And I'll want to keep probably quite a bit of wood around. Dirt, I go through dirt like mad when I'm building things. Sand, well, if I go into a desert, cobblestone definitely. No, that wood can come out of there for right now. Go in here. Marble, yeah, I use a lot of marble. I think I'm going to fill up a whole chest with marble. Just because I've got 4 chests and like 6 or 7 things to fill them. And the reason I'm putting just one of each in these is so that they don't get occupied with other things, and I've always got a reliable amount of this material. Cobblestone. Gravel. That was not what I meant to do. Alright, so this part you probably don't need to see. I'm going to cut it for a bit and fill up these chests and then show you what the resulting chests look like. Be right back. Alright guys, I've got these chests filled up. And as I said, what these chests are for over here, as opposed to the other bank of them over there, is for items that I'm going to get in automated processes that I'm probably going to get in just vast quantities. And I don't want all of these items to flood up just my normal everyday items. So I've got a separate bank over here that will fill these chests until the desired capacity, and then they will end up going down this group, and if they're overflow, just get burned up in an antimatter relay where I can turn them into EMC for other items that I want. In the long run, I will be also replacing this bluetricity furnace with a dark matter or red matter furnace, and so it'll have a Klein star in it, and I'll just use the AMR over there to charge the Klein star for my furnace. So what I've got in these right now is just dirt and gravel, and if I can not fall off and show you what it is, cobblestone, marble, and then wood, saplings, and sand, which would be from tree farms. The rest of these would be from a quarry. And as I progress further, if I develop other more automated farms, I might add a couple more chests here. I think I'm going to scoot this back one more just in case I do that. That way I've got a couple room for a couple more chests. A little more room for a couple more chests there. So the last thing I need to do then is connect this cobblestone generator here to this system. And I'll do that just by going a little deeper here and going underneath all the rest of these and connecting. So let's go down into my access tube. And then we'll dig down a couple, go underneath all the ones over there that are connected to the regular chests, and then figure out where we are exactly. That'll work. And we'll just connect to them right here. That'll work. No, actually, I will need to go down all the way. Alright, so we'll connect it here. We'll just go down a couple levels. Come on around and come right back up, which connects to those chests. And then the overflow will end up coming back over here and connecting to an antimatter relay that I set up there. And let's go ahead and go back and get the collector that I have. Do I have enough diamonds to make another one? I don't have glowstone on me. Yeah, I'm just going to run back to the workshop and get that collector there. It's probably just about done with, well, I don't know, it might not be done. We'll see. If I've got enough Eternalist fuel in that collector, I'll just repurpose that for right now and make another one later. We'll see. How have you been doing? Oh, heck yeah, I've got 15 Eternalist fuel. That's more than enough. So I'll just harvest you. I've got some obsidian. Alright, where are you, punk? Are you upstairs? A little bit of lag there. Can't get up my stairs. Where is he, pup? Oh, sounds like he burned up in the sun. Good. Alright, so we'll take this back over here and make a antimatter relay. Mark 1 antimatter relay isn't going to be able to keep up with 3 cobblestone a tick, but by the time that'll matter at all, I will be able to upgrade it. I don't have any dark matter yet to do that, obviously, but oh, looks like I've got a little EMC left in here. That's fine. I am going to make antimatter relay. So let's look up relay. It takes... Oh. I thought it took a collector. I guess it doesn't anymore. That's even better. So I guess I can put that back. Cool. I should have looked it up beforehand. So I'll just make my diamond block then. Pull some glass and obsidian out of my looks like I'm going to need a little bit more obsidian. I don't want to use the last little bit I have. So, antimatter relay. And I'll be able to go put that collector back. That's even better. Bah. Fell down. Let's go the other way. And obviously I'll be cleaning all this crap up here. I got a big mess. Antimatter relay. Right there. Okay, so what it's going to do is we'll just turn this on and see it run. There's nothing in this part right now, but the cobblestone generator should be working now. Yes, and it's generating cobblestone. Coming down here, going up, and it's finding the chest that's got all the cobblestone in it. I don't know if I can click it or not. Yep, and collecting there. And once all this cobblestone fills up, it'll look around at those other chests, realize it can't go into any of them. And the next bank is too far away, so it'll come down here and go into the antimatter relay and get burned up into EMC. Brilliant. Works like a charm. And we'll turn that off. The sorting part we've already tested to make sure it works, and it does. I added a sapling here and saplings over to these chests over here because I happen to have them in my alchemy bags, but that's pretty much it for my sorter. The last step is adding the buildcraft and logistic pipes and some teleport pipes, and then turning this chest up over here into an ender chest so that I can dump things into ender chests from anywhere, and it automatically goes down into the sorter. And then teleport pipes at the end so I can use a remote orderer to pull everything back out of my sorter from anywhere I am. But at the moment I don't have blaze rods, so I can't do the ender chests. So I think the next episode I'll probably make a trip back to the nether, go visit that nether fortress that I found, which was conveniently located right near my portal, and see if I can't get myself some blaze rods so I can finish this up. And if I can do that, then we'll see about adding the buildcraft pipes and that ender chest and finishing up this sorter room. In the meantime, I'm just going to spend a little bit of time cleaning this place up, making it more presentable, maybe building out my access tube down here so I can get down there and fix anything that happens to not be working or add things easily. But that's the basics of the sorter room that I intend to use for this world. Hope you enjoyed it, and in the meantime, have fun and keep mooing.